Quinnipiac women's soccer team fell 2-0 to Dartmouth here today at home in Hamden. Roberto, what are a few things you think that the team could learn from this loss?
I think there's a very few valuable lessons that David Clark's team can get from today's game. Dartmouth's a very, very good team. Let's start off with that. David Clark said in his post-game press conference that Dartmouth was the game that he thought was going to bring them a little bit back down to earth. He knew that it was going to be very difficult to go away with a good result from this game. So he was expecting his team to have a really tough time against them. But the team did do better than that midweek loss against UMass Lowell. They played a lot better, and they are finally starting to get a lot of key pieces playing together. We saw today Salas, Bailey, Scott, Cordier, all of them playing together for the first time for a few very good, valuable minutes. So I think that that's important for them to start getting to know each other, start getting to the feel of the play of each player, and finally the versatility they have. Once again, in this final game of the non-conference slate, they played a lot of different players in very, very different positions that they normally don't used to do. Versatility is going to be key for this team, and I think that's one of the big lessons they can take from today.
Makes sense. Okay, senior goalie Olivia Mychesky, it was her first game back. How do you think she did today?
It was a little bit difficult for her, especially since she gave up that second goal. She was a main responsible for that goal, giving up the ball when Quinnipiac was trying to go out with their new play. But anyway, I think it was expected. I think she's a little bit rusty. It's been almost a year since the last time she played. David Clark said that he expected her to be better. He said that she was probably a little bit in her head. But I mean, she's been the starter the last 3 years. She's very mentally tough. She's a really, really quality goalkeeper. So I think she's going to be fine. But it's going to be interesting to see who's the starter come MAAC play.
Megan Phillips has had a great start for the team this year.
Yeah, basically a perfect start until that game midweek against UMass. But hey, it's going to be a tough decision to make.
Yeah, to see who pans out to be the goalie. And moving forward next week, it's the team's first MAAC play against Canisius. How do you think they're going to do in conference play moving forward?
I really think they're going to do a lot better than last year, and I think they're going to be contenders to win the MAAC this season. They were predicted in the preseason poll to finish second, only behind Monmouth, the three-time back-to-back champions. Yeah, very tough competition, but I think that they're going to do very well. This team has a lot of youth and a lot of quality in said youth players. A lot of it, the base of this team are underclassmen. Freshmen especially have been playing a lot since the start of the season, and they have a few experienced players in Goldring, in Mychesky, in Gernstein that can really help the team in that character aspect that is so important in soccer. And the youth, they have a lot of talent. David Clark described them. They have national team quality in many of the players they have. So I think it's going to be a good season. If they find that consistency and let the players show off their quality where they feel better in the pitch, I think it's going to be a really, really good season for the Bobcats.
So we'll have to see how they do against Canisius on Saturday, but a very bright future, we both think, for this team.